What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we have another rumor and leak update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Indigo Disc DLC. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Terapagos and its new ability and its BST. This thing may be stronger than God itself. And of course, guys, like this type of content, enjoy these videos. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. Starting off with this Riddler Coup tweet, he says its ability is defensive, and this is going to be the Terra form of Terapagos and not its unterra'd form. So assuming that this is going to have two different abilities based on which form we're looking at. But the big turtle here is going to have a defensive ability. So I do wonder if this is going to be similar to like Ogerpon when it does Terra and it gets a stat boost. But since this one's going to be defensive, maybe it gets like +2/+2 to physical defense and special defense, because considering that this is going to be the main legendary going forward and this is like the box legendary, I'm expecting something to be completely broken for this Pokemon. And we actually get some more information here as well. This user says hoping to ignore mold breaker like effects, and then Riddler Coup says the little one is immune to Weezing's neutralizing gas. Now, neutralizing gas is an ability that the Weezy line has that negates other Pokemon's abilities, whether it's your own ability, like your allies, or your opponents, it'll negate them. However, there are some abilities that are not affected by it, and this list is down here. So according to Bulbapedia, neutralizing gas cannot be suppressed. Neutralizing gas, multi-type, Zen mode, stance change, power construct, schooling, Arceus system, shields down, battle bond, comatose, disguise, gold missile, ice face, and or as one. So all of these are pretty much going to be abilities that pretty much change the Pokemon's form or send it to a different form, either is by like just an HP barrier or taking a hit or something like that. So this is definitely going to be related to a form change for the small version of Terapagos. So the small version is probably not going to have a great ability, but when it actually does Terra into its Terra form, it's going to have that good defensive ability. Now, maybe its ability isn't going to be like stat boosting as defenses. Maybe it's going to be like, okay, this Pokemon has no weaknesses. That would be really cool. Or this Pokemon now resists every type. I mean, something completely broken like that would be wild. But I can see how this Pokemon could have no weaknesses, and that could be its defensive ability, which would be pretty crazy, honestly, having no weaknesses. Or if it does resist everything, which I do think that would be too broken for Pokemon standards, even though power creep in Gen 9 has been the biggest we've ever seen in Pokemon history. I still think that's going to be a little bit too much for the meta. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you think Terapagos' defensive ability is going to be? Personally, I think it's going to be no weaknesses and definitely tie into the 19th type scenario. But hopefully we get some more official news on how that 19th type mechanic works, and we'll probably be able to learn how this defensive ability is actually going to work in the game. Now for the next topic, Riddler Coup says, whose stats are higher? The god of Pokemon themselves, Arceus, versus Terapagos. And now this is a crazy comparison because Arceus is one of the strongest Pokemon that's ever been created in the history of Pokemon. It is literally the god of Pokemon, and in terms of metagame usage, it is an uber staple, has so many different sets, and this Pokemon has a lot of versatility with the ability to change its type based on the plate. But Terapagos may honestly be better than that, and not even just in terms of BST, but in terms of mechanical usage. This Pokemon may really dethrone Arceus as the multi-type of Pokemon. Now, looking at Arceus' stats, we have base 120 across the board. HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed for a grand total of 720. Now, maybe Terapagos is around this ballpark between like 700 and 750. Even if it's a little bit lower than Arceus, that is still going to be absolutely phenomenal. And this Pokemon is going to be absolutely busted in VGC usage, which you know it will be because this is the box art Pokemon of the DLC. So you know it's going to be legal out there, which is going to be pretty crazy in general. Now, these Pokemon are pretty similar in the sense that they are both type Pokemon, right? Arceus is the multi-type Pokemon. It can change its type based on what plate it's holding, which in turn also changes its signature move, Judgment. Now, Terapagos is wearing all the types at once, and when we assume that it Terras, right, it's going to have the 19 type, which we still don't know how mechanically that is going to work, but they're definitely both different facets of the multi-type Pokemon. Seems like maybe Arceus is, a Pokemon that can only pick one type at a time, but Terapagos might be all types at the same time. And since it's going to have Stab and Terra boosted 19 type damage, this thing is going to be absolutely crazy. Even though we do know all Pokemon will have access to the 19th type via person at the Sushi House using the Terra Shards, that's still going to be, the Terapagos still going to be the strongest Pokemon with that 19 type, assuming that its type actually changes to that in its Terra form. So that is going to be pretty crazy. I don't know who's going to be stronger. I think I'm going to have to lean towards Terapagos because the new mechanic of Terra is going to be so strong. I mean, maybe in a metagame where Terra doesn't exist, Arceus ends up being better because Arceus just has a phenomenal move pool, great stats overall, and multi-type is never going to be a bad ability for sure. But I don't know, if Terapagos doesn't need to hold an item, the item slot difference can be so massive in terms of metagame that Terapagos, like if you can put choice specs on Terapagos, holy moly, this is going to be a crazy Pokemon. So yeah, the whole idea of having an open item slot is definitely game changing for a lot of different Pokemon. So I'm very excited to see what this is going to behold for us in the metagame. Now, Riddler Koo was asked a question. Please, Riddler Koo, how close are we to getting a new trailer? I can't wait to see something this week or next. And this was said on the 12th, and Riddler Koo said on the 12th, would tease it after we got info. So one, Riddler Koo does not have information on a new trailer, and I'm not expecting a new trailer until after Thanksgiving, honestly. So not this week. It's honestly all about the Eevee stuff this week. And then next week is a holiday week, Black Friday, big shopping stuff. I'm not expecting any sort of trailer next week either, but I do think right when it hits December or right when the week is after Thanksgiving, like maybe that Monday or Tuesday, we will be getting the final trailer for the Indigo disc until, the day of. They'll usually do another trailer, but I think we'll be seeing some new Pokemon in that trailer. Maybe we'll finally see what the Entei Paradox and the Terrakion Paradox look like to finish off those trios, which is going to be really exciting stuff. That is my hope. Let me know in the comment section below what you hope to see from the next Indigo disc trailer. And last but not least, we do have an update from Cerebi. There's going to be a new giveaway for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but it's only going to be in Japan. Serial codes are going to be given out for Roaring Moon or Iron Valiant in the next issue of Korokoro in Japan. So honestly, probably not a lot of people watching this will be able to have access to these codes. We don't know if these Pokemon are coming in Cherish Balls or not. They come in Cherish Balls, and I think it's going to be really worth trying to get one of these codes. But if not, then they're not shiny or anything like that. So I don't think it'll be worth it in that point. But hey, they are event Pokemon. And if you are collecting all the event Pokemon, definitely try to get your hands on the upcoming Korokoro magazine in Japan next month. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this type of content like these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.